It's been since 1985 when the movie was released. It captivated me to a whole new level. 1985 was a great year for movies. Back to the Future was released. And here we are at the famous scene where the actual Doc introduces the DeLorean car. So on this scene, on this proper area, this is Puentes Hills Mall. It's one of those iconic movies that you'll never forget, and it's more memorable, more watchable, even with family and friends. Now, the movie scene was introducing the DeLorean here right in the background, if you guys can see. Unfortunately, with a lot of brick and mortar stores disappearing these days, the fate of this mall, it's gonna happen that it might close down. Let's introduce you to the actual back scene. This is where the actual movie was created. Marty McFly came from my right hand into the entrance here onto the mall here. The only thing that you could find it from the scene is because we could see the Family Fitness Center there, and we had to pinpoint exactly where the location's at. So we're here to not just talk about the actual scene here, but we're actually here to show you guys what we're going to build. Is the introduction of the DeLorean, and I attempt to do something similar to it so you guys can remember. It's an iconic car and a memorable movie. Of course, it follows with 2 other movies too, but the best one is always the first one. So sit back, enjoy yourself, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
All right, let's break this down first of all, right? First of all, the van, this car is a Hot Wheel, right? I got it from the actual, a while back. I just needed a place to put it in there. So I am going to do some fire on the next scene. We are going to do an LED light setting on the next one. LED lights are in here. Unfortunately, this is too dark for the actual LED light. I had to make it lighter, but this is the actual color of the pine. Now, these cases, I print them out. I didn't paint them yet. I am going to do that. Now, the light posts, if you guys can see that, these are the Amazon ones, all right? And this bottom part, I actually did glue this, all right? And I put it together. I printed this out. Making sure that it's 1/64 scale was a little difficult because when you actually get the car is huge. It is a huge car. It came on a big car. And I did glass too, but unfortunately the glue burned it out, but I found a way to actually make it better. And we're gonna open one of the doors. That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have one of the doors open. Let me show you some of the inside, the designs I did. Printing inside, as you see, I did 2 layers of it so the car could come out and stick out. And then of course, this I did an old school style where I use a paper clip. I cut in pieces, and if you guys can see that, and it actually closes now. So it does close and it opens, all right? So if you want to have it open or close, optional, all right? That's your option if you have it. Now, if you guys can see the floors does move because that's where the magic happened. All right, we're going to take this out so you guys can see everything from the bottom, all right? And I'm going to show you some of the insides, all right? Insides the electronics, right now, I only have the 2 lights that are face to face, and then of course this long light right here. Now the project itself took me about a couple of days to put together. I sketched it out first, and I wanted to see, and I actually visit the place where this was a iconic place. Now I did do another extra thing that I haven't finished it yet. I put rails on the other side all over the place because if I wanted to do the background, like the extra JCPenney store and other stuff, I'm able to do that just by pasting it on the rails, the cardboard cutout, and it goes all around it. So we do have a rail area that we could just set that up. And of course, I did put a place where we could put some magnets, all right? So I did think about that. Magnets, entry for your actual cable, but I did not create this bottom base. I'm not going to take credit on that. Somebody created for an actual monitor cover, and I used it and I loved it because it was something that it fit perfect with this. I made the actual floor from scratch. I did do it under ThinkerCAD, and it was something very simple. Now, taking the measurements, I did it actually by placing it over the existing system and measuring it on the actual Bamboo Lab splicer. So I was able to measure it and cut it out. Now, I did print 2 of these. The other one was a lot larger, so I had to shrink it down to 35% in order to get it to fit. Now, this is one piece. This whole thing is all one piece, if you guys can see it. It won't move together. It does have a cable. I can make it as long as you want, you know, as long as I want. But for now, I was just testing out, make sure that these things are. I did create many varieties of these kind of trucks until I finally got the famous one, the right size, from 100% to 45%. That's the only way that the car was able to fit. The car itself, it's a 1/64 scale. It didn't fit it properly. I had to modify the actual truck because I did buy the original model from a online base, but as you can see, it wasn't to my liking. I had to modify a couple things in here. I'm still working on it. I'm not going to spend more time because I'm just going to put the diagram set up and ready to go. This is a perfect conversational piece that you put it anywhere. You do have to have some sort of skills, soldering skills and wiring skills. If you want to put something like this, I bought a bunch of things just to put it together, like the soldering stuff. And then of course these lightings that were perfect fit, because if you go to a parking lot, this is the actual mock-up of what it looks like right now, except for this sign. The sign's not there, of course. This is part of the movie. But overall, I wanted to make a scene where you know exactly what you're looking at when you come in. And this is going to be somewhere in my office, or in somewhere I could put in a place where it could be a great conversational piece. But like I said, I'm still working with some of this stuff. I'm still gonna change some of the settings. I am gonna print out some flames and maybe put some LED lights on the actual flames, or having the car in here. Einstein, I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna put them in the scene or not. I might have a door open and put the dog inside the door. The characters themselves are printable too. All right, if you have a good resin printer, right? These are resin printed. They're not a filament printed, the resin printed. Right now, you could do all these into resin printing. You know, the quality is going to change, but I'm trying to see if you can do this at a budget, and pretty much you can do this in the budget. You can print the characters in different styles. They do come out, but you would have to do a 0.2 filament in order to get a semi-quality, good quality. But I also printed a couple tests on the actual figures themselves. It just took me quite a while, and in painting in, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. But overall, you got this great settings, these great lights. Look at the LED lights, little tiny LED lights in here, making the ambiance beautiful. This could be turned off, and of course, right now, because I have a USB connected to it, it could last forever if you plug it into a wall or maybe put a timer. And the voltage is very low. We're looking at 12 volts overall on this. This could fluctuate. It could be from 5 to 12. All right, so it could go higher. I would suggest look at your schemes where it depends on the actual LED lights. Make sure you have a good transceiver in order to make this happen. But when you buy these, they're already pre-set up already. All you got to do is connect it. Now you have an option of putting a battery wise and have it work on just battery, but because I have this LED light, I want it to run for quite a while. And very simple, easy to use. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now, this video does not show the whole content of how it was created. It just shows you what I was made and how I put it together. Now, if you want to see more in depth about this diorama, check out my new channel that I created just for these kind of things. So I hope you guys follow and subscribe, and thank you for watching. 99.6 of you are not subscribers in my channel. I hope that the content helps you out and that you find it very useful, and I hope you hit the like and subscribe.